Good morning, YouTube family. As always, thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been a while since Renee and I both been in front of the camera, and so I wanted to just come in and show some love to you guys who has been having my back and supporting me throughout this journey since I began. It's so wonderful how someone can leave a negative comment, and like I say, people have their own opinions and they're welcome to say what they want to say because I'm going to have my opinion in return. But a lot of times I don't even have to respond because I have people, viewers or subscribers, who will come and address the comments for me, and that's just amazing how we can support one another. I want to talk about a topic this morning, and this is just something random I'm just thinking about because Renee and I are on the way to a doctor's appointment, and the last doctor's visit we had was not a pleasant one, and I'm just thinking about, and this is all going to tie into even, choosing a doctor for a surgeon as far as if you're having any type of cosmetic work done. So let me just share a story. So Renee and I went to the doctor the other day, and this doctor was highly recommended. And this doctor's office, because there's more than one MD specialist within the office. And I just want to say that a lot of doctors, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, share your experience if you have one to share, but again, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of doctors don't have respect for patients' time and money. And the reason why I say that is, on this particular day, I think a lot of doctors, I've experienced this a lot, but on this particular day, I think this is the worst situation that I've ever experienced. So Renee had a doctor's appointment, and it was for like 2 o'clock. And unfortunately, they didn't get to her till like 3 hours later. And, here we are patiently on the first day, sitting in this office, waiting to be seen. And as soon as they bring us back, well, let me first say we pay a $129 copay on the first visit. And the reason why I say that, because again, the topic is doctors don't respect our time and money. And so we pay $129 copay because we haven't met our deductible. And so we go back, and we're still sitting there for about another 30 to 45 minutes. And at this time, I'm getting really impatient. I just think that it's unethical for a doctor to have a patient waiting this long. And so when he comes in, he's so arrogant, he doesn't even acknowledge the fact that he was running extremely late, not even a good morning or good afternoon. Didn't even acknowledge that I was sitting in the room. And so I just think that was just a really ugly experience. And so the second time, the same doctor's office, different doctor, this happens again. And at this point, I didn't go because I knew that if it was going to happen, I was going to have something to say at this point in time. I was just going to directly tell the doctor, you're just very disrespectful. Like, seriously, you're very disrespectful. These doctors get to a point where they think they are so, high and mighty that they can just neglect the fact that, the patients are the reason why they are in the position that they are in, and that are in the status that they're in. Why are these lights on? Oh, there we go. So, I mean, like my father always said, you can't have a business without people and people without a business, because a business is a transaction, people. It's a give and take, just like any relationship. And I'm going to talk about that topic in another video. But as a business, you need people. You have to have people. You cannot make money, you cannot be successful if you don't have clients, customers, patients, whatever you're receiving the receiving revenue from, or however you're receiving your revenue. And Renee, do you want to elaborate on that particular day and how you felt about it?
I was highly upset. Like you said, we were there for hours, and they was already running late. He didn't even acknowledge. He didn't come in and say, "Hey, good morning. I apologize. I was running late." Just something, or even he didn't even introduce himself. He just came in, and then it was for an issue, and he didn't even say anything. Didn't tell
anything
me
at all.
Nothing that I didn't already know.
He asked questions, and he was in there every bit of 5 minutes, and we waited over 2 hours, you know. And so to come in there for 5 minutes and think that that was the right thing to do, I mean, that's just terrible. And this brings me to the fact that I want to point out, I got a couple of emails, and when I say couple, I actually mean couple. I got about 3 emails, and I actually got to a young lady on last night, and ladies, I'm so happy when I go in my inbox, and I do apologize that it takes me so long to do so, but when I do receive them and I get to them, I do respond. And so I just want to say thank you for sending your stories and sharing your stories with me. I responded to a young lady on last night, and I'm not going to share her story just yet. I'm going to share it in another video because she gave me permission to do so, although I'm not going to share her face. I'm going to keep that, her identity, you know, private, but I'm going to disclose, you know, how she felt about her results and things like that because she said that I could. But, you know, I do want to say this, though. She shared that she wasn't happy with her results. And I just want to say this, ladies, a lot of people, when we have this procedure done and we're sharing our stories and we tell people and they're looking at us and they see the big difference, they see the big picture, the overall, you know, difference in us. And as I stated, you know, to a couple of people and what's been stated to me, you know, sometimes we can't see what other people see because we can be our worst critic at times. But at the same time, ladies, you have to keep in mind, this is a goal of ours, and some of us been dreaming about this for over 10 years or more. And when you finally get to a point where you can take your money that you worked very hard for and save it up to do something that you've been wanting to do for yourself, your expectations are high. I'm just not gonna lie, your expectations are extremely high. So you want to get the service and the results that you expect. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I had my tummy tuck, I have been watching so many videos, amazing videos, also some videos, women who have some disastrous situations. And I've been following Dr. Miami, and I'm sure everybody know about Dr. Miami. And I mean, them women be snatched. When I say snatched, I mean snatched. But at the same time, ladies, I had to realize, what I expected was for my stomach to be like sunken in, like totally flat, like so sunken in, like, man, you know, like I can set a bowl or pour a bowl of water on it and it's like a pool. My stomach is so flat. But I had to get realistic, ladies. I mean, my expectations were too high. First of all, I had to take a lot of things in consideration, such as the type of skin I have, how much loose skin I had, how much fat I had, and a lot of that was going to determine my overall results, as well as how well I took care of myself during the recovery. You know, we have to realize that, you know, during our recovery, that's a time when we have to nurture our body outside and inside, you know, and so we have to be careful what we put in and what we put on our body. And so, you know, at first I wasn't very happy with my results, but overall, at the end of this process, you know, I was happy. And at this point, I think the rest of the results are left up to me. But back to the doctor situation, I think that when you're making a big decision as to invest so much money into yourself like that, we have to be careful, because I'm not gonna lie, although I did research, I only visit one doctor, and I stopped right there because I was just impressed with overall his personality. And I think that was the worst decision that I could make, making a decision, spending that much amount of money and undergoing a very aggressive procedure. Do I regret my results in the doctor? No. I'm just saying I wish that I would have seen more doctors, but I was just so impressed with him. I just thought that he would have amazing work ethic. So I'm saying this to say, ladies, if you're getting ready to have a tummy tuck and you've been doing your you've been preparing, and this is something you've been wanting to do, and you've been doing your research, make sure you go and visit at least 1 or 2, 3 surgeons before making a decision, and make sure that, you know, they have your results, you know, as set as their priority goal, your results, your health, and your well-being, and not just making a buck. because these doctors are out here ripping us off. When I say ripping us off, taking our money and treating us like we ain't nothing. I mean, it's just sad to say, but a lot of doctors are just, I hate to say that. I mean, their job is to promote well-being and to well-being, and to help people reach their needs and their goal as far as good health. And they out here just taking our money and not really giving a dang about, what our overall expectations are for that particular visit. Not asking enough questions. I mean, that's doing any exam, whether it's a specialist, whether it's a surgeon or whatever. Make sure when you go in there and you decide to make some cosmetic improvements to yourself, go in there with a pad with all your questions written down. Write all your questions down that you have for the surgeon. Interview them like you on a job interview and you're hiring this doctor to do work for you, because you pretty much are. You're paying someone. You're basically their boss at that particular time, because you are paying them for a job. And that is what you're doing, and that's how you should look at this particular transaction. Interview them, see what your perspectives are on achieving results and things of that nature. Again, Dr. Miami is a really good doctor, and I'm not downplaying his results or anything like that. But to be honest, ladies, and I know a lot of you probably follow Dr. Miami, have any of you ever seen, because I want to know, because I would like to go take a look at it. Have any of you ever seen his patients 4 to 6 months down the line after surgery? Because all we get to see, all I ever seen is the patient on the table. And so, of course, if I was to lay down, okay, this is taking too long. I ain't about to do it. But if I was to lay down, ladies, I'm sure that I would be looking extremely flat too. So, not downplaying, like I say, his skills or anything like that. But I just want to know, has anyone experienced Dr. Miami or seen any results of his patients 4 to 6 months down the line? Of course, I had Dr. Bancroft. He's amazing. I'm not saying that anybody should go to him, but I'm just saying that if you're here in the Houston area, Sugar Land, Richmond, Rosenberg, wherever, Katy, I say suggest one of him as one of the doctors that you check out. Am I saying choose him? No, ma'am. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying do your research, interview your doctors, and choose a doctor that's going to get you the best results. But ladies, I'm just spitting all over the place. But we never know what the come out is going to be. We're just trusting these people with our time and our money and our bodies and our well-being, and hoping for the best and praying for the best. That's pretty much what we're doing. Renee, do you have anything to say? Because I'm approaching 15 minutes.
We're not saying that all doctors are like this. That's not what we're saying at all. We're just saying that, just be careful. You're going to see them about a situation that involves your body, so you want the best care. And I mean, that's anybody's
Absolutely.
right. That's what anybody wants. They want the best. And
Absolutely.
you deserve the best. No matter if you make $1 million or if you make $1, it don't matter.
That's right.
You deserve the best for your body. So, just be careful.
Whether you have Medicaid, TRICARE, or paying out of pocket.
It don't matter. So like my wife said, go in there with questions. Like, interview them. Make sure they're the right fit for you, so that way when you walk out of there, you feel satisfied.
Right.
You have no doubts or concerns.
Exactly. Never leave any type of establishment with questions. I mean, even a nail salon. I'm not going to go to the nail salon and have them do my nails and walk out with an ugly product. I used to keep my mouth closed, ladies, but that is no longer me. So, ladies, I hope something I said was helpful and it sparked a thinking cell in you. And ladies, just let me know your experience and what do you ladies think. Like Renee said, not all doctors are, but at the same time, make sure you're interviewing these doctors before having any type of procedure done. Ladies, as always, I love you. I want to say thank you and appreciation to all my new subscribers. I'm going to be doing something real soon for you ladies, but again, thank you so much. We love you guys. Thank you for your support, and as always, be blessed, live and love life to your full potential. I'm out, ladies.